I am both humbled and honored to welcome you all to this first ever virtual AGM to be conducted by Shelter Afrique. Shelter Afrique has made a conscious decision to look for opportunities that can be exploited post-COVID-19, as evidenced by the theme of today's annual symposium and AGM, affordable housing delivery as an economic revival strategy in the COVID-19 era in Africa.
Shelter Afrique is announcing the launch of the Shelter Afrique Intern Program. The program provides participants with the opportunities to further develop their professional and leadership capabilities and to support Shelter Afrique in meeting its operational requirements.
This year's theme, affordable housing delivery as a tool for Africa's economic revival in COVID-19 era, is fitting given that African countries face the twin challenges of rapid urbanization and acute shortage of housing that have been compounded by the ongoing pandemic. I expect that these initiatives will soon begin to bear fruit and that we will achieve our goals of spurring economic growth while providing decent and affordable housing to our citizens.
Shelter Afrique is of the view that for African economies to be able to revive in the face of the COVID pandemic, housing can be regarded as a tool.
The United Nations estimates that by 2030, 300 million new housing units are needed. While this is a global problem, it is of particular concern to Africa, and more specifically our country, where the majority of the workforce is informally employed and does not have access to financing.
The need for households to be able to participate in the housing, in the delivery of their housing needs, to one extent or the other. We need to understand incomes, we need to understand credit indebtedness, the extension of the credit sector, and then also the incidence, but also the reasons for non-performing loans by market segment in terms of housing loans.
Other multifaceted approaches are being adopted to encourage closer collaboration with the private sector, encourage increased private sector investment, and strengthen capacities for mortgage provision, amongst others, to complement government efforts in mass housing delivery.
To enable developers, the key things right now are to introduce fiscal incentives. We've heard some state governments, some governments mentioned this already. We need to provide one key aspect to financing, especially for us developers, is off-takes. We get invitations from several governments across the continent.
The policies that we have put in place, the measures that we have put in place, are they really affecting the people at the bottom of the pyramid? Because that is where the heartache is most.
Ne va pas nous déterminer de nos priorités et de nos objectifs. Au contraire, elle va falloir prendre toutes les dispositions pour intensifier encore et encore nos efforts et les traduire en opportunités, permettant ainsi d'améliorer le cadre de vie, notamment le cadre bâti, tenant compte des spécificités de chaque territoire. Il nous faut donc ensemble travailler pleinement à l'élaboration des solutions financières appropriées. Il est donc capital que Shelter Afrique concentre ses efforts sur la mobilisation de l'expertise nécessaire pour assister les pays africains à stabiliser dans un premier temps le gap et surtout de réduire par la suite le déficit en logement à travers de nouveaux produits en logement de qualité et abordable. Il est aussi nécessaire de repenser nos espaces de vie.
Aux destinations du monde. Et si tel est le cas, il faudrait que ceux qui viendront en Afrique trouvent que nos populations sont dignement logées dans des logements abordables et bien sûr décents.
Honorable members, The statutes of Shelter Afrique prescribe under Article 17D that at each annual general meeting, the meeting shall elect a chairperson and 2 vice chairpersons from among Class A members.
Merci. Tel que présenté par Madame la secrétaire de la société, les candidats à ce poste sont, pour le poste de président, son Excellence l'honorable James Macharia, ministre des Transports, des Travaux publics et du Logement de la République du Kenya. Au poste de premier vice-président, son Excellence l'honorable Madame Courte Célestine Ketcha, ministre du Logement du Cameroun. En deuxième poste de vice-président, l'honorable Daniel Garbi, ministre du Logement national et des équipements sociaux du Zimbabwe. J'invite donc à se joindre à moi pour féliciter le bureau de la 39e Assemblée générale pour son élection. Je leur souhaite un mandat fructueux et j'invite.
I wish to express my gratitude to you all for the confidence bestowed upon me and my country to steer this company for the next 1 year as chairman of the 39th AGM Bureau. I wish to reiterate Kenya's commitment in supporting the stability and growth of Shelter Afrique. And with those remarks, there being no other business for which notice has been given, I now declare the meeting closed. Thank you all for attending.